is a small but mighty herb, and you can never have too much of it in the garden. Here we've got a couple of different thymes. Most thymes are a small-leafed, low-growing plant, and they are a perennial here in Oklahoma. From zones 4 to 8 is when they're hardy. And here we've got a low-growing creeping thyme, and you can see we've added it to kind of soften the edges of our raised bed. You can also use this in walkways and things like that where it might get crushed by light foot traffic, and add a nice aroma into the garden as you're strolling through. Here we've got a lemon thyme that's a little bit more of an upright thyme. Now the thing about these thymes, a lot of times we think about needing to pinch back our plants in order to prevent them from flowering so we can maintain nice fresh foliage that we want to harvest. Thyme's a little bit different. We don't need to worry so much about it going to flower because the foliage is still going to be good for us to use. The one thing you do want to do is maybe not prune it or pinch it back too much in the fall, as you want to allow it to transition and to winterize a little bit. Any new growth that it does produce in the fall is going to make it more susceptible to those winter frosts that come in. Thyme likes hot, dry conditions, and in fact, one of the biggest problems that you may have with growing it is overwatering it. So you want to make sure not to overwater it. There are some thymes that have a little bit more of a woolly foliage to them, and those can be really susceptible to fungal problems, especially in areas of high humidity. Regardless of whether you plan on utilizing thyme as an herb, it's a great addition to the garden, as it also works well as a spiller in containers, or again, just in nooks and crannies to kind of make a ground cover in your garden. If you're wanting to incorporate thyme into your garden, you might look at purchasing a plant or getting a division from a neighbor, because thyme is really slow to germinate from seed.
We hope you enjoyed this video. It's part of our Oklahoma Gardening YouTube channel. You can also find even more videos on our OK Gardening Classics YouTube channel. And join us on social media for great gardening tips, photos, and discussion.